Good afternoon, Lagos. Is the afternoon already? Good afternoon, Lagos. Lagos, you are too cold this afternoon. Good afternoon, Lagos. Please, you may be seated. I'd like to appreciate everyone for taking out time to be here today. Please put your hands together and celebrate yourselves. Thank you very much. As an organization, we want to appreciate you for coming. Every time we call on you guys, you are always showing up. And I know it's because you have been learning and you have been impacted by this wonderful brand. I also like to thank our very own big brother and mentor, the Ni Adesanya. Please put your hands together and celebrate him. Thank God we are the one that invited you. So I have the slides. I want to go and check out all those things and see how I can become the 1% of the 1%. Because when it comes to money making in this Lagos, it is you and I. Okay, sorry, it's me and you. Since nobody wants to respond, it's you and I. Who want to join us? Who want to join us? If you live in Lagos, you have a bright opportunity. That was a wonderful one, sir, and it was mind-blowing. And thank you for, I don't want to say the recommendation. Before now, I used to tell people to trust us, that we would deliver. When we started the business, we used to ask people to trust us. Trust us, we will deliver. In my heart, I will deliver. We will deliver. But after some time, it dawned on me that we no longer need to tell people to trust us. Because there has been consistency. And just as you have said, really, there has been consistency. And right now, if you are here, if you like, trust us. If you don't like, don't trust us. Because really, who would you rather trust? Somebody who has done it over and over and over again. In the history of Pertinence, we have not had the first investor who will say, I can't find my money. Never. In the last 10 years. In the last 10 years. Every investor has gotten their money back. Why? Because when we started business, one of the things that few of our mentors told us is that the greatest way to have a bad name in the industry is to shortchange your investors. Is to have that kind of system where investors do not get value for what they have invested. So from the beginning of the business, we have, put ourselves under so much pressure to maintain that integrity. And today, it's a wonderful day of celebration. So the first thing I really want to do, there are 3 announcements I have before I start my presentation. Number 1 is Pertinence is 10. Pertinence is 10. I thought you clapped better than that. Pertinence is 10. 10 years of rolling out millionaires all around the nation. And it's not pertinent. I was talking to somebody yesterday and I said, we are 10, not 10 years of trying to survive. It's 10 years of consistent growth. We have never had a better yesterday. It has always been from one level to a better level. We have never had any year where we did better the previous year than the present year. We have always shifted grounds and we have always advanced. So Pertinence is 10 and the celebration for the 10th year anniversary kicked off today. So kicked off today with the World Summit. By tomorrow, we are going to church for Thanksgiving. By Monday, we are having a press conference. Tuesday, Wednesday. My major part is on Thursday. On Thursday, we are having our Real Toss Fiesta, and we are going to dance and celebrate and have a lot of people that we are rewarding. So Pertinence is 10, and that is a very wonderful thing for us. I want to give all glory to God for making it happen. Because it is said that many businesses die in their first 5 years. And how to know a business that can outlive its first 5 years is the way they have behaved. And we have behaved very well. And today we are 10 and we give all the glory to God. My second announcement, the person I wanted to celebrate has gone out. But when he comes back, I will celebrate him. So let me do the third announcement. Today, because we are celebrating Pertinence as 10, somebody came in here without a plot of land to your name. But somebody is going to go out of this place becoming a landowner that you didn't pay for. Now, this decision was done yesterday night. That we are 10, no. People are going to come for wealth summits. What are we going to give? And we decided that we should give 10 plots of land. Oh, sorry. If you are not clapping, it means that you might not be the one to win it. So we are giving out today 10 plots of land. Who is going to take the first one? What about the second one? Now, terms and conditions. Just one terms and condition. Just one. Today we are flagging up a project at Ekpe. So we have done Ekpe 1, Ekpe 2, and this one is also not, we are saying this one is Ekpe 3, but not really Ekpe 3 because this one is even closer to all the ones we have done before. So we are unveiling that particular project with a 50% discount today. For everybody that attended the World Summit, you are experiencing a 50% discount on that Ekpe project. That's number one. Number two is that for everybody who subscribes today and pay anything from 50,000 naira and above, we are going to do a raffle draw here. And 10 people are going to go home with free plot of land at that Ekpe. So probably you just pay 50,000 naira. If you win the free plot of land, we refund you back your 50,000 naira. Did you get it? Or we add it to other payments of things that you want to pay for. Are you getting it? So I want to ask, who is going home with that free plot of land? The hands have reduced because some people don't want to subscribe. So today, if you subscribe, if you get out there, there are people waiting for you. Subscribe to any of our products. It doesn't have to be the Ekpe. Any of the products you subscribe for today in the real estate sector, any of the products that you subscribe for, and you pay a minimum of 50,000 naira, you'll be a part of that raffle draw. We are only doing this because it's our 10th year anniversary. Some of you know us. We used to do promo launch. We were the one that started promo launch in Lagos, in Nigeria. We started promo launch, but we no longer do those things. But today, we decided to do it because it's our 10th anniversary. And we decided to give out 10 free plots of land. And I know that somebody is going to get it. I'm going to be the one to do the raffle myself. So it's going to be very transparent. Somebody is going to get it. And for those of you who are realtors, if your client is not here and your client wants to be a part of it, you can register them. What we are doing is anybody who subscribes today, you can be a part of it and you can represent your client. Thank you very much. The next announcement, I will make it when the person is here. My presentation today is all about opportunities in Lagos. And I'm going to be dwelling on it for a while. I came into Lagos as a teenager. And I think I was age 13 when I came into Lagos. 13 or 14 thereabouts when I came into Lagos. And what brought me to Lagos was very funny. Listen to this. What brought me to Lagos was the conversation and the observation I've had with a couple of people that I've observed their behavior. So, you know, I'm from the eastern part of Nigeria. Ndi Bokwen. They are not much here. They are not much. They are not much here. Ndi Bokwen. Even Yoruba people will say, yeah. It's not yeah, it's hey. Now, I'm from the eastern part of Nigeria. And you know that the eastern people, we like We like ego, money. We like money. It's in our DNA. If you don't like money, I'm sorry. It's not my fault that you don't like money. We like money. Now, when Mr. Nia Adesoya was talking about the 1,000 or 5,000 people that their money is not, accounted, I told Mr. Lawrence Shady, I say it's more than that, though. There are some people, their money has never seen bank. But if you see where they put it, you will know. I put them under my table. And I put them there. And leave them there. I make they see my money. I see my money see me. Now I put that thing. Actually, you go container. Don't worry, I will bring it out from where I put it. So that the Igbo man does not want to go to bank one day and the bank manager is saying, actually, you need to, your signature is irregular. That happened to you before. You went to bank to withdraw your own money. You were the one that carried the money to go and pay into the bank. You now want to withdraw it. They say your signature is irregular. When I was putting it there, my signature was not irregular. When I now want to take it, you say my signature is irregular. So the Igbo man would rather put his money. So we have a lot of those of our Igbo guys who are very wealthy, but their wealth is not projected out there because they keep their money by themselves. Now, and you know that we have this culture. The Igbo people always go to the village during Christmas. We have to go Lord December now. Christmas. So, and as a young man in the village those days, I would see some of my uncles. They would just come in. Usually coming around 22, 23. Some of them come in 24. And they would just drive in. And I would ask, Oga, where do you stay? You say Lagos. I will see some of the other guys. They'll come in, drive in, build house. Where do you stay? They'll say Lagos. I said there must be something about this Lagos that I don't know. So as a child, maybe 10, 12 years thereabout, I decided that this Lagos, I must go. And many of you here today who live in Lagos, who you were not born in Lagos, actually came to look for something. Some of you came by chance, but some of you came to look for something. Someone like me, I came to look for money. The sole purpose for which my humble self came to Lagos was to come and become wealthy. I wanted to be like those my uncles and those my colleagues who were coming back, building houses. Did I call them my colleagues? We are not colleagues now. Building houses, driving good cars, and when you ask them where are they from, they will say Lagos. I say this Lagos, all of us are going there. So one time, my elder sister came to the village to come and celebrate Christmas. When they were going, I said, come, you boo, add me to your luggage and take me to Lagos. And here I am in Lagos. When I got to Lagos, I did what they call, in English language, they call it apprenticeship. In Igbo language, they call it boy boy. How many of you know what they call boy boy? Okay, you don't know boy boy. Do you know girl girl? If you don't know boy boy, you need to know girl girl. Boy boy is more like, when an elder brother becomes well established in Lagos, he goes to the village, bring one or two of his brother or cousin or whatever, bring them to Lagos and say, okay, serve for 5 to 7 years and you get settled. So that's what I came to do. How many of you can trace that in me now? You couldn't trace it, really. You couldn't trace it. I came to do that. I did it for 5 years. 5 good years. Abam boy in Lagos, 5 years. In Ania, Abam boy, Lagos, 5 years. And when it was time for me to be settled, because I did not complete the 7 years, which is the number of perfection, I was not settled. But the good thing is that God settled me. God settled me. Today, all my senior that was settled, that were settled, all of them, some of them are back to -0. And there's one out of them that every other time I just see how I can be of help to them. Now, why was my own case different is what I want to share to you today. I came with an ambition to make money in Lagos. That ambition drove me to follow my sister to Lagos. I got here, served for 5 years, was not settled. But today, by God's grace, we may not be the 1% of the 1%, but we are somewhere in the percentage. Are you getting what I'm talking about? We are in the journey of the 1%. We are somewhere in the percentage. I have grown to that person who look forward to traveling abroad. You know, for some of you, you have traveled abroad in many formats. You are not alone. I was with you. Those days, I used to travel a lot in my dream. I would just sleep, and I would be in Japan. And while I'm just trying to conclude one business deal, somebody will come and wake me. I say, waiting happen. Leave me alone. Did you know where I was when you came to wake me? And I remember one time, myself and Mr. Lonche were traveling to London. That was even our first time in London. Immediately we landed, I said, Mr. Lonche, I've seen all these things before. He said, where did you see them? I said, in my dream. I've seen all these things. All these immigrations, I've seen them. All these things, I've seen them. And I wasn't joking. Because I wanted the good things of life so much, I used to sleep deliberately to dream about it. So I daydream so much that when I now sleep in the night, I night dream. Did you get it? So, I came to Lagos. They didn't settle me. But God has brought me from that person who used to dream of traveling abroad to somebody who have not just only traveled abroad, but had carried hundreds of people out of the shores of Nigeria. I've grown from that person who used to dream of living in a good house to not just living in a good house, but being in an industry where I'm giving thousands of people an opportunity to become landlord. I've grown from that person who used to be somebody looking forward to eating, to not just looking forward to eating, but giving thousands of people food. The number of people that we have empowered in our organization, they are in their thousands. What was the defining factor for me? It's just one thing: taking advantage of every opportunity that is legitimate. Taking advantage of the opportunity that presents themselves, especially in Lagos. Taking advantage of the things that people call problems and converting them into something called product and selling it for an exchange. Taking advantage of opportunities. Opportunities in most cases will not come as opportunities. 95% of the opportunities that you will experience that will launch you to the next level will come as problems. They will come as trouble. They will come as challenges. They will even come in a way that you probably will not identify that they are opportunities. Opportunities was the defining factor for me. There are many people, too many people in Lagos who are blind to opportunities. Who, when they see opportunities, you know, one of my mom, you know, I have many mothers. One of my mom would say, if you say na nine, why you are still saying na nine? When na 10 go past, you don't go know. Because na lie, everything is na lie, everything is na lie. You don't believe people. So one of your greatest transforming factor is having that eye to be able to spot opportunities. And I'll tell you a few stories. Many years ago, a particular PhD student, there were two of them. They traveled to India. And they went in just to go and explore what India was many years. And when they got to India, the first one said, what's happening here? These guys don't wear shoes, man. They walk on bare feet. What's happening? And that's what the other one say, wow, that is shoe business. One saw that people were not wearing shoe as a problem. The other one saw that not wearing shoe means there is no competition if we bring shoes into this country. When they came back from their trip, they were sitting down in class while the other one was listening to the lecturer and trying to pass his exams to become whatever he wanted to become. The other one was busy drawing shoes, designing shoes. And eventually, the one that was designing shoes dropped out, couldn't complete his education. While this other one was very studious, completed his education. This other one went out, got to a particular company, asked them if they could make some shoes for him, and he took them to India. The first time he got there, sold out. He called for another one, sold out. Called for another one, sold out. Before his friend graduated, he was already a multi-millionaire. So when he came back to the US, his friend said, I've graduated you are a dropout. He said, don't worry. What do you want to do for a living? He said, I'm an accountant. So don't worry, you are employed. A dropout has employed a graduate. Why? Spotting opportunities. Spotting opportunities. Spotting opportunity. I want you to put your hand on your eyes and say, my eyes. You're not saying it. Say, my eyes. Open to opportunities. Can I be sincere to you? Your physical eyes cannot see opportunities. If you want to look at the things you see with your physical eyes, you'll be limited in your opportunity scope. How you get opportunity are the things that happen behind the eyes that you used to see. So you have two eyes. One is the outer eye, the other is the inner eye. The outer eye sees problem. The inner eye must see the solution to the problem. The outer eye sees challenges. The inner eye must be solution driven. That is what differentiated me from the people that we served together who they settled and they never made it. And me that was not settled, look at where I am today. The difference is how we see things, the way we perceive things, the way we look at things. Many eyes can look and see, but very few eyes can spot opportunities. Sitting here in this room lies great opportunities. In Lagos, the number of people that live in Lagos, great opportunities. But how much of them are we taking advantage of? And let me tell you something. Everybody in this room has what it takes to become great. It's only a matter of time and the principles that you live by. Number one, everybody that is listening to the sound of my voice today, you are talented. You are gifted. You came with something. God has not created the first person without a gift. God has not created the first person without a talent. God is too good to create something that is not good. You didn't get what I said. God himself is too good to create something that is not good. So if God has created you, you are a good person. Turn to your neighbor and say, I'm good. Say, look at me. Look at the creation of God. I am good. While I was saying it, I just remember that some people do not believe that God created them. So just say, I came good. So God did not create the first person without a gift. Everybody came with a gift, with a talent. There's something you know how to do that they did not even teach you. You just knew how to do it. Some of them, they taught you. You have now known how to do it. But you see, the journey does not stop there. That's just the beginning of the journey. The next phase of that thing that you know how to do is to begin to do it to the point of perfection, which is what we call skill. where you begin to refine your skill, where you begin to become better, such that when you get out there, when people experience you, they have experienced a good brand. They can say, this is who you are, this is what you can deliver. So you came from talent and gift, now you are in a place of skill, where you begin to get better, get education. And I think right about now, I want to say my third announcement. My partner, Dr. Olonseyi Sunday, in the process of his life, one of the things he wanted to achieve was to have a PhD. And sometimes, 2 weeks ago, thereabout, he was able to accomplish that feat. Please put your hands together and celebrate Dr. Sunday Olonseyi. Now, you know, when you are a partner to a PhD holder, so if they call him doctor, what should they call you? What should they call you? So nurse, when you practice well, you will now become a doctor. So when you have a doctor around you, over a period of time, you too will become a doctor. So begin to call me potential doctor, wisdom Ezekiel. Now, what are we saying is that he had a dream of becoming somebody that will be reckoned with in the world. But he didn't just stop there. He had many gifts in him. He decided to go to school, attend seminar, attend training, attend a lot of things, read books, to ensure that that talent he had is not just raw. It has been refined, and now he is now very skillful. There are many people who are talented. Many of them are in this building, but very few people who are skillful. Nigeria is full of people who are talented but not skillful. I've had opportunity to live in and outside Nigeria, and I can tell you the difference is clear in most cases. Most Nigerians are talented, but if you carry an average Nigerian and take him outside the country and they train him, he becomes skillful. So one of the missing factors is that many of us are talented, but we are not skillful. But that's not even the place. If you are skillful, the world is also full of a lot of skillful people. You know, professionals. I employ a lot of people, and I can tell you, I sit in front of people who tell me, you know, this is what I can do. By the time you bring out your CV, you know, there is one line that is always in everybody's CV. Ability to multitask. Ability to work under pressure. Okay, you know it. Only for you to put a little pressure and the thing will just collapse. And you ask, I thought you could work under pressure. Many of the people that we have related with, they cannot work under any pressure, not talk of joy. So to be skillful is not enough. It's not enough. You need to go from being skillful to now doing trading. So talent is not enough. Skill is not enough. Trading is the place where the exchange happens. If you notice, people who know how to trade very well, even if they are not too talented and they are not too skillful, but if they understand the trade, they will go very far. And the place of trade is the place of identifying opportunity. The place of trade is the place of identifying a niche in the market that you can fill in. I remember one Igbo wonderful billionaire. I think it was on Dr. Niya's Adesonya's platform. I met that man. I've forgotten his name now. Now, he was just talking about how he came to Lagos, and while his mates were busy gallivanting here and there, he was busy spotting opportunities of what does not exist. And one time he said he designed a particular product, took it to one manufacturing company to say, I have a product that can help you. But they didn't listen to him. Because why? He didn't have the right thing that they needed. You know what he did? He went back, went to look for Oyibo. And you know in Nigeria, we like Oyibo very well. Once you carry Oyibo and enter anywhere, they open door, Abi. He carried Oyibo and said, Oyibo, come and front for me. The Oyibo went, and By the time before Oyibo knocked door, they opened door. And that guy transacted a business that brought him to the limelight. Today he's a multi-billionaire. Why? Identifying opportunities and being able to go from talent to skill, from skill to trading, which is very important in the things we do. Let me show you 5 ways to identify opportunities. Number 1 is the element of scarcity. There are many things that are very scarce in Lagos. That when you look at it, everybody's looking forward to it. Everybody's looking for it. Everybody's looking for it. Can you identify that thing that is scarce in Lagos and begin to see how you can begin to provide it? Number 2 is problems that everybody has. If you are somebody who knows how to identify problems that people have, you'll be somebody that is very wealthy. Because as you are identifying the problems, you are able to prefer solution to it. Number 3 is, do you have things that people are willing to pay for? Gone are the days where you design products and look for customers. Now you look for customers, know what they want, and design products for the customers. Not necessarily getting a product and looking for the customers. Number 4 is trending. What is trending? How can you get into the trend of time and begin to push things to the next level? Number 5 is have a specific market, a niche where you are covering. And today, we have a couple of lineup of products that we have studied the market, done a couple of research on the market, and we have seen some of the needs in the market, and we decided to package products that will fill in that niche in the market. I'm privileged to have traveled wide to many countries, and I've come to realize that when it comes to real estate, Nigeria is just scratching the surface. We have not started yet. Somebody say we have not started yet. We have not started yet. When it comes to real estate, we are just scratching the surface. We have not even gone anywhere. So in my discussion, when we were discussing, I told Mr. Olonshe, I said, come, that the things we used to see abroad, it is high time we begin to bring them down to Nigeria. We don't want to be like our politicians who will travel, see a lot of things, and not come back to implement them. We want to be different. And let me be sincere to you. There is no leader, one leader, that can change everything in Nigeria. The people who will change things in Nigeria are all the ones looking at me here. Every one of us are supposed to play our part. If you play your part and I play my part, things will keep changing. Before now, we never had very good estates in Nigeria. But right now, we are seeing emergence of estates in Nigeria. Not powered by government, powered by the private sector. Powered by people like myself and Mr. Olonshe. And today, we have one of such opportunities that one can be a part of. It is called Ire by Pertinence. It's a place, please put your hands together. Ire by Pertinence is a land of opportunity. If you know the Mowe Axis very well, you will know that the Mowe Axis is an extension of Lagos. Lagos is very populated, so people are looking for the extensions of Lagos. And that's what we discovered, that in Lagos, if you are looking for land, you are looking for lands of maybe 50 million, 100 million. And you also want to live in a place where with your 5 million, 10 million naira, you should be able to have a serene environment that you can live in. So we decided to launch Ire. It's a place where 3 things come together. Number 1 is what we call the enterprise. The enterprise is the place where people do business. People do trading. So there's going to be the enterprise section of Ire, which is already ongoing. Number 2 is the inhabit. There is the inhabit part where people live, the residential part of Ire, where is a serene environment where you have everything laid out and people can actually live in those places and be happy. One of the things I don't like is noise. I hate noise, especially unnecessary noise. One of the things that we are factoring in the creation of Ire is to eliminate noise to the barest minimum so that you can live in an environment where you can hear. Many of us don't know that we don't hear properly until we travel out of the country. And they are talking to you and they say, eh? I say, don't you understand what I'm saying? He say, eh? You know why? While you are in your house, there is one, I better pass my neighbor by the side. There is one, I reach past my neighbor by the other side. There is one other one in your front. Everything noisy. No vegetation. You know, I was coming out of the estate where we live, and I saw that a couple of trees were cut down. I was angry. I said, we're looking at how we can replace the trees. You are cutting down trees. In the house where I used to live, it was our house, there was this tree, more like coconut tree. Because I love trees so much, I refused to cut it. In fact, the house, is myself and Mr. Lonshe, is twin duplex. Now, I chose the part that has tree because I love tree. The only reason why I allowed them to cut the tree was one day, one of the coconuts fell and hit my car. I said, well, when I go cut the tree. But wouldn't you like to live in a place where you can breathe good air? I used to travel out of Nigeria to go and breathe good air. You are the one that off my mic. Hey, Oga, you know what make I talk? So, what we did in Ire is we're planting trees, we're doing good roads. We want you to live in a place where when you come out, you know that you are going to your village, you are going to the village. But when you enter there, you know you have come abroad. Did you get what I'm saying? When you come out of the place, you are in the village. But when you enter the place, you have gone abroad. That's what we're doing in Ire. The one that is more like now the icing on the cake that makes everything beautiful is the resort. I don't know how many of you would like to live by a resort. Live close to a resort. Or even live in the resort. So we have the inhabit, which is where people live. We have the resort, which is where people play and ease themselves. Then we have the enterprise, which is where people do business. So it's more or less live, play, and do business. And today, we have the opportunity for you to take advantage of Ire and a lot of things we are doing. I think while I was talking, they were busy showing a couple of the developments that is already going on in Ire. Huge development going on in Ire is in Mowe. And if you know Mowe, the particular property we're talking about has C of O. One of the challenges in Nigeria is having a property that has good title. And this particular one, you are not worried about the title. The title is a wonderful title, C of O, with everything, intact. You want to take advantage of that today. But also, remember that for every one of us who decide to take advantage of any of our products today to the tune of 50,000 naira, you are going home with what? You are going home with what? So right here, we are going to do the raffle draw where we are going to give 10 free plots of land. I'm trying to look at the person who is taking that free plot of land. I know the person is somewhere around... Where? This side? Okay, it's somewhere around here anyway. Now, to conclude my session, never pass opportunity repeatedly. The word pour means passing opportunity over and over repeatedly. When you always pass opportunities, and I think Dr. Lumide Emmanuel is coming, and when he comes, I probably ask him to tell the story of how somebody brought an opportunity to him, and he took the opportunity, went and delivered to somebody else. The person went and made money with the opportunity, came back to thank him. And when the person was leaving, the person said, sir, I know you would have made a lot of money from this opportunity. And it just dawned on him that, I actually gave somebody opportunity, but never made anything from him. And from that day, he decided that for every opportunity that comes his way, he will look for how he will maximize it. It is opportunity that has made someone like me, opportunity that has made someone like Dr. Olorunseyi Sunday, and opportunity that made you to come here, that we're able to gather this number of people to gather here today. It is taking advantage of opportunity. And I want you today to begin to open your eyes, because Lagos has a lot of money, only for people who are able to spot opportunity. Thank you very much. God bless you.